Yes, I'm going to Penn State. Yes, I was a second place winner last year too, and I've had a lot of fun doing this contest and was influenced to do it by Miss Jones, who just won Teacher of the Year. And so, yeah, I've enjoyed it, and I would like to give a big thanks to Miss Jones for making me write the essay for a grade. But I moved it on in 1 second and was encouraged to do it again this year. And I wish the best of luck to the first place winners this year at state judging. So this is why my vote matters. In the United States of America, there are over 325 million people of different races, ages, color, classes, and have different lifestyles and mindsets. The right to vote has been given to citizens in our country by various amendments and laws. So why does my one singular vote matter? It matters because people of our past worked hard and sacrificed to allow citizens like myself the right to vote. Also, the people elected to such positions make big decisions that affect everyone. Sometimes close elections are decided by as much as one vote. It is our votes that put people in office who then determine the future of our nation. This is why my vote matters. The 15th Amendment of the Constitution states, "The right of citizens of the United States to vote shall not be denied or abridged by the United States or by any state on account of race, color, or previous servitude." This was only one step to democracy of voting in our country. This did not stop states from prohibiting African Americans from voting. States passed laws, such as Jim Crow laws, and enforced literacy testing. They were scared away by groups like the Ku Klux Klan and had their lives threatened. By 1920, the women's suffrage movement ended a battle that lasted for decades, creating the 19th Amendment, which gave women the right to vote. The modern civil rights movement started in the 1940s. This involved much violence between African Americans and Caucasian Americans. A peaceful figure who led the movement by the name of Martin Luther King Jr. said right before the speech, "Give us the ballot." The denial of this sacred right is a tragic betrayal of the highest mandates of our democratic tradition. And so our most urgent request to the President of the United States and every member of Congress is to give us the right to vote. After several years of bloodshed and conflict, the Voting Rights Act of 1965 was passed and protected the promised rights of the 15th Amendment of the United States Constitution. These people of the past created the rights we have today through unimaginable conflict. It was these people that gave everything they had to allow us the right to vote. We should express this right because of the freedom to do so. Former President JFK once said, "Ask not what your country can do for you, but ask what you can do for your country." Voting is a gift and a responsibility given to the American people to do. This is why my vote matters. Elected officials represent us and make decisions that affect our daily lives. Electing officials can be compared to choosing a captain for a sports team. The captain has to be positive and have sportsmanship, just like an elected official has to have confidence and be patient to do their job well. The team captain must also make decisions for the good of the team, just like an elected official makes decisions for the good of the body they serve. We elect people because of the claims they make that will affect us positively, which is why it is very important to vote. The decisions of these people will affect education, taxes, healthcare, criminal justice, and much more. All of the decisions that affect these categories are paid for with taxpayer dollars, which is money that comes from working citizens of the United States. These officials change our lives in many different ways while they serve their terms. So voting for someone you like and will affect you in a positive way is important and a right that has been given to the citizens of the United States of America. This is why my vote matters. The United States is the greatest nation on earth. We are given many freedoms that other countries do not have. One of them is the freedom to vote for our government officials. We are a democracy that believes in the power to the people, and the people have the right to choose who leads them. In the great words of former President Franklin D. Roosevelt, "Nobody will ever deprive the American people of the right to vote, except for the American people themselves. And the only way they can do this is by not voting. This is democracy that has been claimed and given to us by the history of the United States of America. This is why my vote matters. Thank you.